you're a fan of right now, wrestling is on the up right now, and wrestling is hotter than it's been in a very long time. And I think instead of sitting there and dissecting the things that you don't like about the show that you don't even watch that often, why not just enjoy the things that you do like?
Rewind, Recap, Relive. For over 50 episodes, the revolutionary force in wrestling interview.
To ask you a question about fan bases now, because you don't look at the companies, which I think is great, that they work for. A lot of the fans right now, you could see there's a bit of a division wherever you look on social media for some reason between the WWE and the AEW fan base. And they're definitely both watching your product, like you could see through comments. So I'm curious just what you think about that overall, like our fan base kind of being a little bit divided sometimes.
Yeah, I don't understand the tribalism. Like, I
No,
really
right?
don't. Because at the end of the day, we're all pro wrestling fans. And I like to live in the world of like what you like. Like what you like. But just because I like what I like or you like what you like, Jonah, doesn't mean that there's a problem with either of our interests or either of our opinions. And what I think is so weird is like that people online don't seem to realize that if you like one thing, that doesn't mean you need to hate all of the other things. It's okay to like one thing and just accept that other people have other opinions about other things. Like, that is just wild to me. And we're living in such a special time right now with pro wrestling and being pro wrestling fans. Like, it's hot right now. Whatever company you're a fan of right now, wrestling is on the up right now, and wrestling is hotter than it's been in a very long time. And I think instead of sitting there and dissecting the things that you don't like about the show that you don't even watch that often, why not just enjoy the things that you do like? And I just don't understand why more people can't do that.
I know. And you bring up like a great point too. I'm 25. So 10 years ago when I was in high school, I mean, wearing my wrestling shirt was not the coolest thing, to do. And I know that Attitude Era, right? Like that was probably the last time wrestling was that hot. So I never thought I'd be living kind of like watching the journey. Like I've never really dipped away from being a wrestling fan. I've still watched through, the rough years and to now when it's cooler. And it's kind of cool to see it on that rise. And there's just so much of it. I don't know why anyone would like pick or choose or like you said, put it down. I mean, it's still an
and
interest,
look,
right? Yeah.
like I went to high school during the Attitude Era. It's not like you were the coolest person for wearing a DX shirt or an Austin 316 shirt or a Just Bring It shirt. Like, it's not like you were the coolest, but what was great about that is if your high school had 2,000 people in it, people would find you and they'd be like, oh my gosh, you're a wrestling fan too? And like, it would instantly connect people. In the same way that if you liked a certain sports team, if you lived in Philadelphia, but you were wearing an Arizona Cardinals shirt, and there were other Arizona Cardinals fans, oh my gosh, automatically, it's like that scene from Step Brothers. Did we just become best friends? Yep. And that's what that is. So I still think that there's going to be people that are going to not like wrestling for whatever reason. Even if they've watched it before, it's just not for them. And that's okay. But what I love is that if it is for you, or if it was for you and now you're back as a pro wrestling fan, welcome back. And the great thing about wrestling is it's a buffet. Whatever style of wrestling that you're into, there's something out there for everyone.
Rewind, Recap, Relive. For over 50 episodes, the revolutionary force in wrestling interview.